on, put your back into it. You got this. Oh.
Welcome back to Reforestation Nation, ladies and gents. I'm your host, Alex Markolides, and today we are going to be with the folks who make reforestation real, with hodags, with saplings, and with love. So let's go see exactly what a new forest looks like 21 years after the saplings have been planted. Rick, great to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Anna?
Yep.
So we are here with True Tree Planters. You folks run Oregon Woods.
Yep.
And what are we about to see today?
A carbon sequestration planting project. We put the trees in 1997-8, and they're about 21 years old right now. When I talk about these trees, I really don't call them seedlings or baby trees.
Okay.
What I do is I call them carbon suckers.
Carbon suckers.
These are carbon suckers. The effort here is to draw carbon out of the atmosphere with this growing tree. I started planting trees in 1971, and I personally probably put in a million trees in the ground.
I gotta shake these hands. A million trees.
Yeah.
Anna, you are in good company.
I am. I can't claim to have planted a million trees, but I'm in the hundreds of thousands of trees in the ground at this point.
This is, to me, the modern day hero. So let's go see him. All right.
See, the Doug fir and the ponderosa pine and the incense cedar are all within that forest.
What are we looking at here?
These are the tools of mass production. These are our tree planting tools. The bags and the dags, these carry hundreds of trees, and the dags put hundreds of trees in the ground every day when the workers are working right.
Right here, we are at an example of, you call it not but afforestation.
Afforestation. Afforestation because all the ground was like this. It had no trees on it. All this ground, all the way till you see the edge of that forest over there, had just grassland on it, which is not sequestering much carbon at all. So this was a carbon sequestration project. We take this kind of ground and we afforest it, which is to put new plantation on it. They're 21 years old now and they're doing a heck of a job.
That's what you can do in 21 years. What are the aspects of proper afforest or reforestation?
You just have to find land and the energy to do it. Those trees are going to be in there for 65 years, and they're going to pull up anywhere from 100 to 150 tons of carbon per acre.
What does that even mean to you? Like 150 tons of carbon per acre?
Well, what we know is there's too much carbon going into the atmosphere right now, and all we can do is projects like this to mitigate that. And so the more trees in the ground, the better off we're going to be. All right, Alex, you think you got this stuff?
Hell yes.
Let's go plant some trees. Grab your bag.
Okay, bag.
There you go. That goes around your waist right here.
All right.
Buckle up. Tool.
Watch out for bees, ground bees. This is the stand of trees that we planted about 21 years ago. Can you feel the temperature difference? It's nice and cool under here compared to outside. Okay, this is not real tree planting. It's the wrong time of year.
Take your tool, you're gonna give it a good swing, like that, and you're gonna sink it into the ground, and then you're gonna break open your hole, get your tree, put it in the ground, close your hole in, firm it in so there's no air pockets around the roots, important, and then you're gonna hike to your next spot, and you're gonna make another hole.
Oh, let me do one.
Come on, put your back into it. You got this. Oh!
You gotta hit the same spot, Alex.
All right, hold on. This is harder than it looks.
Step aside, young man.
Oh, look at that one swing.
Now you open up the hole, and you put the tree in, and you close it down, and you're done. The new tree planter, maybe he does 75 trees a day instead of 700. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, but they'll be good trees, right, Alex?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's not on how many you plant.
It's how many you grow.
How many you grow.
It's growing trees, not planting trees. And once the tree gets to a state above the brush, then it's called free to grow. Then you got 62 years of doing nothing but watching it grow.
Talk to us about how you know whether these trees are healthy, Rick.
If you wanted to manage this forest, you manage by sunlight in the canopy, not what's in the ground here. You could thin out this already, and the trees will be wider apart, and so then they'll grow faster.
And collect more carbon.
If you dried out that tree, it took all the moisture out of that tree, the rest is carbon. And when you store that carbon in there, you're storing it for 60, 80 years just as a growing tree. Then if you made lumber out of it, the carbon is still going to be in there for the next couple hundred years. And by planting this kind of tree that can be used as lumber, you're talking about very long-term carbon storage.
Locking that carbon up for hundreds of years.
How does that make you feel planting these trees?
It's the sweat and grit of earth. It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
made me feel terrific my whole life. I feel great right now.
To me, it's the most important thing humans can do on the planet. I really honestly think that everybody should plant a tree. It connects you to the source of life. It really is. You open the ground, you get your hands dirty, you are putting something in that is going to help the future for your children and your grandchildren. You're doing something that you're not necessarily going to benefit from, but future generations are going to benefit from. It feeds the soul completely.
Hodags, Oregon woods, pine trees creating climate, reforestation. Anna, thanks for your time.
It's been a pleasure.
Rick, you're the godfather of trees. I'm glad to know you.
Pleasure.
Subscribe to stay alive!
Closer to my body. This is for reforestation, afforestation. Thanks for watching Reforestation Nation, where we interview impact leaders about how we can scientifically thrive with nature. And as always, subscribe to stay alive by clicking here and watch some more content with us right here.
Please click and subscribe.
This is Martin from 7th Generation. If there's any green guru, it's him. If he's doing it, I would do it too.
Click and subscribe.
To stay alive.
You think they're really going to do that?
I hope so.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, Martin. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure, Alex.